helps listening now. Share, like, and subscribe. You're getting sleepy. You're gonna get me yourself. You're going to fall down on your day. On your money. How? I fall, and I cannot get out. Get me money. Share, like, and subscribe. Share, like, and subscribe. Remember, share, like, and subscribe. Helps listening now. Share, like, and subscribe. You're getting sleepy. You're gonna get me yourself. You're going to fall down on your day. On your money. How? I fall, and I cannot get out. Get me money. Share, like, and subscribe. Share, like, and subscribe.
That on the YouTube videos. There's somebody I watch that says that a lot. Alright. Maybe it's me. It could be me that says that a lot. I don't know. How is everybody doing? Boom. Let me get this chat pulled up here, and I will see who is watching me. In the chat tonight, I made a hot chocolate. Very revealing, isn't it, honey? Shocker, right? A hot chocolate with almond milk. Can you imagine? All right, let me get this chat up, and I'm gonna see who's in this room so I can say hello. Oh, hello, Kyle, honey. How are you doing? Siren, hello, honey. All right, we've got Gretchen. We've got Impeccable, Coco. We've got Mitty, honey. Hello. Debbie, get out of the poker room. You're right, honey. I was in there earlier collecting my money. Let's see, Joseph. Hello, honey. How are you? Karen from Payroll. Hello. Veronica McSnatch. Hello, honey. Carter, Jennifer, Miracle Girl. Let me look. S Baby. And Christian, we've got BLT. I've said hello to Kyle and Siren, Nicole, and I think Lee, Jeffrey. Hello. I hope everybody is doing good and having a wonderful Friday. And yeah, let me just turn this music down and put it on something a little bit better for the girls. So this first video we're going to watch tonight and do a live reaction is a video Impeccable sent me on the Twitter. So if there is a video that isn't, that you don't think they'll try to take me down for any reason, send it to my Twitter and I'll take a look at it and see if I can put it on the show. And we'll go from there. Hello, Andy. Happy Friday to you. So this video right here we're about to watch is a cooking video. And I only seen like the first second of it. So hopefully it's not like really crazy. But Impeccable sent me this and promised it was a mess. And so we're going to go with it. Hello, Justin, honey. I hope everybody is doing good. Be sure to hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell every time you smell something. And you should be smelling a lot of things. Okay. All right, woman to woman. Go.
Hi, and welcome.
Okay, this is where I stopped it. That wasn't me adding that. It literally starts out with like a juicy barb. I kid you not, a juicy barb, honey.
Hi, and welcome to another episode of C Sparkle's Kitchen. Well, this is C Sparkle's Corner, and everybody knows Chris.
Now, okay, First and foremost, I've got to mention this. Is it just me, or is this like a spitting doppelganger for James Charles? If James Charles was a little bit more butch. Do y'all see that? I'm getting that vibe. Doesn't that look like James Charles? Like if James Charles was like, I'm going to butch it up, you know, a little bit.
And today, we're going to make a new and different type of recipe called wiener loaf. With it, you're going to need green onions.
Another bar.
Your favorite hot dog, whichever type you like. And a pound of your favorite ground turkey, chicken, ground beef, whatever. And 2 cups of breadcrumbs. Show them the brand. Okay.
Show them the brand. I like that she's got this gold pressure cooker, I'm guessing, or a rice cooker. I don't know, but it's gold. I like that. Or maybe it's a bronze. Gold. It's gold. Now, oh wait, maybe it's just, it might just be silver and it's, well, it might just be stainless steel and it's very, how do you say? I don't know, maybe they smoke in the house and that's nicotine. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You ever been to somebody's house that smokes, especially inside the house? And everything's got that nicotine, like tar glaze to it. And like you just go into their bathroom because you really got to go to the bathroom, but you really didn't want to do it. And you were like with your friend Janice and she wanted to stop at McDonald's, but you didn't want to stop. And then you were regretting why didn't we stop at McDonald's? You could go to the ladies' room and had your business done. But then you decided to go into your friend's house and she smokes in the house, and then you went in the bathroom, and then it's just a hot mess because she smokes so much in the toilet because, you know, it takes her a while. When you get older, you understand this. Sometimes when you're in the toilet, it takes a long time when you're an older woman because it just wants to keep draining, okay? You'll understand that later in life. But what I'm getting to is there's nicotine. You'll notice it's like on all of the porcelain toilet, like the toilet was once white, and then it's tarnished with nicotine. And that's maybe what that is. I don't know, but it looks.
Show them the brand.
Yeah, that's nicotine tarnish, honey. Was my audio not working? Uh-oh. Can y'all not hear me? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can y'all not hear? I hope y'all can hear. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Da-da. I don't know if y'all can hear me, but I hope you can. Good that you hear me. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Salt and pepper to taste.
Okay.
Here's your favorite type of salt. 2 eggs, 2 large eggs, and spray. Okay. You need.
And spray. Why does he keep sucking in all his sinus juices? I mean, come on.
Loaf pan.
Yeah.
Now I have a loaf pan that lifts out to make it easier. Oh, right. You're gonna start by.
Have y'all seen what is it with Edie? Grey Gardens. Have you seen Grey Gardens, the documentary? And then there was also an actual movie production. I think there's also a play, but I'm getting like a big Edie vibe from her. Do y'all get that? Are y'all getting that, honey? The big Edie vibe? Because I really am getting a big Edie vibe right now.
Oh, preheat your oven to 475 degrees.
This is Big Edie. This is Big Edie. I'm calling it now. Totally Big Edie.
For 1.5 an hour to.
Oh, I like that. I've never seen one of those before. So it's like an oven, but it's got microwave setting. Good.
1.5 hours.
That's a lot of time for him.
I mean, I think it's 370.
I cannot stand for there to be grease splats on the back of the stove, especially like if it's stainless steel or plastic. I mean, come on, honey, wipe it down. Wipe it down, honey.
375.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's 375.
Why do I feel like they're in the mafia? Like, I hope they don't see this video. I mean, I would be more terrified of them coming to my house than beating me up and then hiding my body versus take down. She's got 2 ovens because she's in the mafia, honey.
It's been a long time since I'm in the loaf. Yeah, it's 375.
Oh my God! What is it? Why is like so much sniffling?
It's been a long
Listen to this.
time since I'm in the loaf. Yeah, it's 375.
Like he's trying to do a weed whacker. Oh, my body. If I was to, that's probably how it would be.
Correction, 375 degrees.
Okay, 80.
Not 475, so stop your oven, 375. Okay, now.
I'm going to ask this. Impeccable. This isn't a parody. This is for real, isn't it? Because at first I was thinking maybe this could be a parody, but after looking in the house, this ain't a parody. This is. George, I actually just had them cleaned. So the lenses, normally they're a little bit smudgy, but I figured tonight I would finally take the time to clean them with some 70% rubbing alcohol, but I make sure not to get it on the frames because it will eat the plastic.
Shake your.
At least that's what my proctologist said when I took them in, when I had my glasses.
Spray. And over your kitchen sink.
Hello, Debbie.
Your entire meatloaf pan. Now this is a non-stick pan, but me, I don't take any chances. I don't believe.
I like that. I don't take any chance. Okay, he's like deathly ill. I mean, I'm gonna need him to give me like 5 feet from the pan.
Non-stick.
The butter thing gives a good.
I don't wear contacts, Ray, honey, because it makes my eyes burn. And the doctor told me one thing about me, and I'm sure y'all can see. Let me put it on the secondary camera. If you look, the doctor says I have really large eyes, almost like the paintings of the lady that did the paintings with the big eyes. The doctor said I have the biggest eyes he's ever seen. Like, I'm seriously thought about sending it into like the Guinness World Records. My eyes are so big. Look at them. The big eyes. I'm not trying to brag or nothing about having big eyes, but I mean, I got big eyes. They used to call me Lady Ladybug.
And this is butter flavor, so it like adds butter to it. And it smells good. So if you want to get the can, this is the third different type of spray butter I've gotten, and this one so far is my favorite.
Okay,
All
same
right,
here, honey.
on with the butter.
What is this a zombie? Is he a zombie? Listen to this. It's sort of like a zombie, but then goes into like zombie porn mode, like. Oh my God, y'all, let me know, because y'all know I'm very PG-13, but has there been any adult zombie films? Have y'all ever seen anything like that? Because, there's always, like, honey, they made Facts of Life into an adult-rated film, and I was shocked. I didn't know it was adult-rated. I thought it was another, Facts of Life movie. I just thought it was a reboot, and I rented it from the Blockbuster it was like 6 years ago, and I took it home and put that tape in, and oh my Lord, all I heard was Mrs. Garrett, and she was just, girls, and I was like, oh my God, the next thing I know, her legs are in the air, and Mrs. Garrett's, oh my God, and Chudy's over there looking confused. It was in roller skates. I mean, it was a lot. I hate to break that to you, but I'm just saying, if it could happen to Facts of Life, there's probably a Walking Dead adult film out there somewhere. Real talk.
Favorite. All right, we're done with the butter. Okay.
Oh, hear that. Okay. The type of scissors she has is like little scissors, like teacher scissors. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe if you're cutting fabric, that's not really for the kitchen, huh?
Start with your eggs.
She's got a Dick Tracy shirt on underneath that lovely chiffon overshirt.
I love
Sometimes you gotta break a few eggs. You know what I'm saying?
eggs. They're chicken.
Crack your 2 eggs.
Something.
Now.
Oh, they sort of look like my eyes, don't they? I know. My eyes are like all yellow. It's very gooey.
You're probably thinking, why would you put eggs in meatloaf? Well,
Doesn't everybody put eggs in meatloaf? It's a binding ingredient, right? Doesn't sound weird to me.
There's just something
I mean, oh, honey.
about the magic of eggs.
The magic of eggs. That could be like a dish. Okay, I'm not liking. I guess they don't have a place to put their pie. Wait, they have a bunch of cats. Wait, what's going on? They are in the mob. I'm telling you, I'm calling it here first. I'm calling it now. Look, why does she need all them? What is that? That's industrial Tupperware. Sarah, are you selling the mob industrial Tupperware, honey, for bodies?
Grab a little fork. Or wireless. Somebody's just going to lose the little fork, okay? That kind of makes the meatloaf hold together better.
Okay.
I tried it with and without eggs, and without the eggs, it just didn't hold together that well. So take your eggs to
I can whisk if whisking is without you. I can whisk anymore. I know, it just popped in my hand. That could be a good song, though.
start with. And kind of break them up a little bit.
I like that she's got black nail polish. My friend Reagan Fox loves to keep his nails painted black. It's a good style. Good style, honey.
Okay. Now, I'm using the green onions for the flavor.
Okay. You know, those scissors look very clean. I mean, it doesn't look dirty at all. Not one bit.
I'm going to actually measure this, cut them small till it equals a half a cup to a quarter of a cup. This is going to take a lot of onions.
Honey, throw them onions in a blender, okay? And throw them in the pot, honey. Ain't nobody got time to cut them or put them all together and chop them, honey. Why you got to cut them, honey? You're going to need a technician after you eat this, honey. Look at the rust on them things.
You want to cut it small. Use your pair of scissors. It's much easier.
Is it? Oh, okay. Easier. But how long does it take, honey?
Okay. Take your outside of your...
She's got a cutting board. She's using the cutting board to put stuff on top of it.
onions off.
Oh, you don't need to wash the grains. I mean, look at them. They're brown. They're fermented. You know? I mean, my doctor said fermented stuff's good for you.
Also, another name for these is called scallions. These are just a little sweeter than white onions. Now, if you...
Listen, I remember one time I went to my neighbor's house because I was trying to cut some stuff up, and I was going to cut, I have a skirt girdle that I needed to, cut because I had lost a little weight. Back in the day, I was always yo-yoing on the diets, and I had lost a little weight, so I wanted to cut my skirt girdle down to size. Well, I didn't have any scissors, so I went to the next door neighbor, and I asked her to open the door. Now, I must say, she looks like Rose O'Donnell. Wonderful neighbor. I'm just saying, I went up to see her, I said, oh my God, you look like Rose O'Donnell. I didn't tell her that, because, who wants to say, oh, you look just like Rose O'Donnell? That's like somebody saying, oh, honey, you look just like Sarah Jessica Parker. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, but without the money. But so I knocked on her door and I asked her, I said, honey, and I couldn't think, because y'all know, I've told you before, honey, my mind is like a goldfish. I don't go to 100%. And I couldn't remember what I came over there for, because I was just like, oh my God, she really does, look like Rose O'Donnell. And not saying Rose O'Donnell's a bad looking woman. I'm just saying Rose O'Donnell looks good for Rose O'Donnell. But if you're like a Wish.com like lookalike of celebrities, that it's always just off. It's like, you ordered something off Wish and then you get it and it's just like, oh, something's not right, honey. Okay, I know I paid $50 and it said it was really like an iPhone 12, but then, you turn it on and it looks like crayons made it, okay? But I'm just saying. So, like that gentleman that claims he looks just like Tom Cruise and does the voice and stuff. Look him up, that Tom Cruise impersonator. Creepy, okay? It's like Uncanny Valley, honey. It's just too much for me. I don't know about you girls, but too much for me. But anyways, so long story short, I couldn't remember what I went over there and asked to borrow. And the first thing I said is scissoring. And when I said that, she snatched me in there. And that is when I learned not to say that around those type of people. Nothing against them. I'm just saying, I didn't know. I had no idea that's what that meant. And I had a good time, I guess. But I was a little shocked because I didn't know that's what that meant. But just for reference, don't ever go up to a woman, you know, or maybe a man, you know, kind of looks like Rosie, and say, you know, scissoring. Because, listen, it gets rocky. Long story short, don't do it. Okay. So I just don't like those type of scissors.
You have it already in a large container. You can use the spice, ground onions.
Oh, Sarah, wait a minute. We've got breaking news. Sarah won a car through Chopper. Did she really? Sarah won a car, y'all? Oh, honey. Oh, that's good, honey. Okay, well, I mean, she works all them jobs. I'm glad she's getting some out of it. But it's an MLM car, so really she pays for it, right?
As well, but I'm the type of person, I kind of go for fresh stuff. I thought Chris was going to help. I would have had him do this while I do other things, but
I'm not saying this. Oh my God, Veronica, I'm so sorry, honey, about the breaking news. I will try not to be so triggering, but Angie, you just made me fall out. Angie's made me fall. I'm not going to repeat this, you know, because I don't want to say that. But that was, honey, that was a good joke. If I was on the stage, I would have definitely.
when you're doing the onions, peel the outer leaf off the onion like that, and then chop your scallion.
Shouldn't she have cut a little bit of that off? Not that flavorful. I want to see what his sinuses are like.
Chris, are you going to help or not?
Not with the family cooking show.
Okay. I'm going to have Chris do this while I continue on with the loaf.
Onions.
Jesus.
Scallions.
Onions.
Well, she just called them onions. Now she's calling them scallions. Get it together, man.
Yeah, just chop them all up till we get a half a cup. Chop the entire, here you go, chop the entire package. Okay, here you go.
Why is that pan so? Oh, wait a minute. Huh, talk about key race alert. Lord have mercy, look at that thing in our face. Everybody, we're gonna look down and not look at that. Okay, I'm getting a Pete Davidson vibe with that, and if you, let me talk about. Oh my God, wait a minute. I was in the big screen the other night just having a conversation with like 12 girls. Well, 11 girls, but with myself, I'm 12. And Pete Davidson, they were watching SNL clips, and Pete Davidson come up there, and everybody's like, he's just so ugly. Let me tell you something. Things I'd let him do to me. Oh my God, we have to go to Bermuda because half of them are illegal in the United States. Honey, I don't know what it is about him. I do not listen. I'm not trying to be judgmental, but most tats do not look good on a lot of men, especially like very, very, very pale men. But there's just something about that man. Oh my God. Oh, and speaking of packages, check his for missing ballots, okay? I'm just saying. But now, for real, Pete Davidson, that is a good-looking man. I don't know what. Got those dark circles in his eyes that make him so dreamy and romantic. And he's like 6 foot, 7 foot, 3, 6'5". I don't know what it is, but Pete, if you're watching this, because I know Pete, I didn't want to say anything, but apparently Pete watches my videos. I know Ariana couldn't live it up, honey, but I'm willing to break it down. So this is my come and get me, okay? When you're ready, come and get me. No. Okay? Because that's a man. That's a man. Back to regular scheduled.
You know how to do them? You know how to do onions?
Scallions?
Scallions?
Yeah, I love scallions.
Yeah, you chop the end off, Peel the outer leaf. Do you want to watch me do one?
Wait a minute. He's got one of those, it's not a Fitbit, is it? It was before the Fitbit. It was like that black and white smartwatch. I remember. Thank Lord. Honey, I'm going to have to censor this. I'm going to have to censor this now. Wait a minute. Thank Lord. My gosh. How many electoral votes does that thing hold?
Peel the outer leaf
Yeah,
and then
let's
chop
cut it
it.
from there.
Okay.
Oh my God. James Charles ain't playing around, is he? You could open up a wiener factory.
Yeah, okay. Chris has it.
Caught it. Commercial break, go.
Oh my, now listen, the nails turning me on. And to be honest, I don't like a ponytail to begin with. But no, listen, no, not being judgmental, but like if you're like I just don't like a man with nails like that. Scares me. I'm scared they're gonna scratch my face. My eyesight's bad already. I want to keep what I can get. Veronica Mid-Snatch, thank you for that super chat, honey. She says, fan of honey. I'm fanning you. Breathe. We're gonna breathe in. And we're gonna breathe out. Breathe in. And we're gonna. Hi, Veronica. We're gonna breathe in. And we're gonna breathe out. Okay, I think we got that.
Go somewhere else.
Okay, Chris has that. Let's get back onto it. Okay, now take your 2 cups of breadcrumbs.
Oh, I thought that was rice for some. Why is that bone so? Oh, they smoke in the house. Don't smoke in the house. This is what it does. If it does this to the house, what do you think it's doing to your lungs? Don't smoke. You know, I had to talk to a gentleman the other night that owns vape stores in California. I would give him a shout out, but I'm not going to, obviously. That's to be paid. But anyways, he tried to tell me that like none of the vapes cause popcorn lung. Only the ones that have popcorn flavoring that can do popcorn. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Felicia. Sure, Jan. Sure, Jane.
And put them in there. All right, now here's a tip and a hint. Whether you're using ground turkey, ground beef, or ground chicken, can I borrow those scissors for just a hair? I don't know where all the chicken,
That's not hair, that's beef.
for just a second, okay?
One.
Now, chop the end off like this.
Okay. I'm gonna. This is like super cross contamination. She just used. Now this is really bad. So she used those to cut the scallions, but then she used the same scissors to cut open the raw sausage that looks like it's defrosted. So it's already started a new process of the bacteria. You know, they're woke. They're woke. The bacteria are very woke. Either way, you don't want to do it if it was frozen, but I'm just saying. So it's had time to start getting woke. And now she's handing it back to him to continue to cut the scale. Come on, honey. Come on.
Okay, chop the end off and watch it fall out.
Do y'all know what a prolapse is? Probably should.
The end off and watch it fall out.
You know, when you're making a cooking video, especially if you're really trying to make a real cooking video, you probably want to make the food process, the cooking process, look really, really good. You know what I mean? Like, you want it to be, somebody says, you know what, Henry, I want to make what this lady's cooking. It looks so good and it looks fun to cook. We should do it one day. You don't want to tell Henry, take that off the TV. It looks like a prolapse. Why did I get that vaginal mash? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, make it look appetizing, honey. Come on. Oh, Donald Duck. Oh, wait a minute now. Oh, wait. Uh-oh. Oh, wait a minute. Somebody's got some ham. Got to make little Debbie probably. Damn. Okay, okay. Oh, but look at his legs. His legs are so white compared to his teeth and bones. Remember that commercial y'all bought? And it was like them guys and it was like body spray for men, but they had to make it really macho. Don't ask me why they had like really good looking men sweaty. And then just want my body. Do you remember that? And it's just dripping down on me now. And oh my God. Lord have mercy. You know what I'm saying?
Isn't that a neat trick? Why fight with it when gravity does it?
Okay, I'm happy she gravity. She knows of it.
Isn't that a neat trick? Okay, now make sure you have clean hands. I washed my hands before I started.
Okay, but you've been touching everything else. But okay.
Making the mix.
Making the mix. Season. Okay. So she just touched the raw meat and now she's touching the stove.
Okay.
Okay. Dirty stuff.
And
why fight the sausage? You know what? That could be my book title. Why fight the sausage?
Kind of loosen your ground turkey, beef, or whichever you used. And you want to mix it all up. You're not using the hot dogs yet. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I've got to rewind this because I think I heard something, but I don't think I heard what I thought I heard. You're not using the hot dogs yet.
The hot dogs. She's putting hot dogs in meatloaf?
For this lovely wiener loaf.
You know, Pizza had a pizza a couple years ago, and it was the hot dog pizza. Yeah, it was the hot dog pizza. It's the hot dogs.
But we have our pan pre-cooked.
Y'all make sure you like this video. I see we got 50 girls in the house, and we only got 23 likes. Y'all don't like my hot dogs? My juicy meatloaf is not enough for you girls?
Make sure your ground turkey is completely thawed.
Oh, that's ground turkey. I thought it was sausage.
It won't work frozen, my friends, because you won't be able to mix it up with all this lovely ingredients.
Thank y'all. Thank you, Sean, for liking.
When you're almost done, then give a sprinkle.
Thank you, Nicole.
Of your salt.
What kind of salt?
What kind of salt?
Season.
Oh, this is y'all. I've got OCD. Oh my gosh, she's just mixed the meat, and now seasonings are something that you use when you cook with everything, right? She just stuck her hands in all this raw meat, and now she's grabbing the pepper and all the seasonings or whatever. I think this is pepper. And she's grabbing all this with her meaty hands and contaminating this. There's no way somebody's not going to get sick. She's sticking her hands in the pepper so she can grab it. Raw hands. She's got a man with some raw hands. I remember that song, but it wasn't. No. It's I want a man with a slow touch. Da, 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 da. Y'all know what I'm talking about. A lot of songs in the 70s were so nasty. Think about it. I'm going to pull up a lyric and we're going to go through it. I want to tell y'all a little lyric song, but let's watch it.
That's one I'm using.
Shouldn't the people want to know that?
Yeah, we already showed that at the beginning.
Okay.
And then a pinch of black pepper. All right, to help season your meat. And continue mixing. By the time he's got all the scallions chopped, hopefully I'll have this ready. But the idea is we want to get all the seasonings well mixed.
Is it half a cup?
Yes.
Alright.
Don't rush at this, or you're gonna have just a clump of meat and a clump of this and a clump of that.
Okay. It looks like sawdust. Let me tell you something. There was a song that came out in 1985. Now, you know, so many people, especially when WAP came out, all these people acted so shocked. They're like, "Oh, that's so disgusting," and blah blah. But yeah, I think in that, like in the 70s and early 80s, there was some really like songs. I mean, even hearing this today is like really, to me, like WAP has nothing on this. There's this song called "Stroking," okay, by Clarence Carter. Now, I'm not sure if some of you are aware of this song. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. But let me read you some of the lyrics, okay? Now, this is 1985. Okay. Stroke it to the east, and I stroke it to the west, and I stroke it to the woman that I love best. I be stroking. Okay. Now, this is on the radio, which, I mean, I'm fine with it being on the radio. I'm just saying how everybody's like, "Oh, music's so nasty now." Okay, well, give it a second. Give Debbie a second. Want me for time, please? Okay. While I'm singing this, do a few likes, huh? Who knows? Let me ask you something. What time of day do you like to make love? Have you ever made love just before breakfast? Have you ever made love while you watch the Late Late Show? Well, let me ask you then. This is what the Rosie knockoff Wish.com lady was saying to me when she visited me. Have you ever made love on a couch? Well, let me ask you this. Have you ever made love on the back seat of a car? I remember one time I made love on the back seat of a car, and the police came and shined that light on me. And I said, "I'm stroking." That's what I'm doing. I be stroking. I stroke it to the east, and I stroke it to the west. And I stroke it to the woman that I love best. I be stroking. Okay. Billy, thank you so much for that super chat, honey. So all you little Karens out there that are just on the fence about my girl, okay, Cardi B and her WAP, sit back, honey, because I'm pretty sure you were jamming to this and dropping it like it was low and doing the cha-cha-cha, okay, back in the day, just stroking. So sit down, Mary. Okay, back to the original programming.
You want to well mix this, and it's really best with your hand.
Your hand when you're stroking.
This is the episode Lois screamed at Peter for bullying the kids. I'm not gonna get them treated.
You see, I'm still finding clumps of ground turkey. I'm using ground turkey because it's healthier for you. And
Okay. Again, when you're cooking, you want to make it sound appetizing, and you're sitting here saying you're finding clumps. No, ma'am.
but
Thank you, Billy, again for that super chat. Thank you, Veronica, for this.
feel free to use any ground mix you like, whether
Exactly impeccable.
it's ground beef, ground chicken.
Chicken.
They have ground chicken too.
Hello, Pricey Pranks, honey.
Whichever you have. This is a good recipe for using something like you've got around the house.
I want vegetables.
There's going to be tons of.
Said that like Medea. I want vegetables. You know, I kid you not. Somebody the other night in I think it was Big Screen. He said, "Debbie, you sound like Medea." And I said, "Wait a minute. No, I do not. I mean, I love Medea, but honey, I do not sound like Medea." And then I got scared for a second because I was like, because you know you have avatars in there, and I never looked at myself, and I said, "What color is my avatar?" I was like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna get canceled." But luckily, my avatar, you know, was this in time. But for a second, I was like, "Wait a minute, what? Get it together." Debra, honey. Church of Debra.
Vegetables.
A vegetable meatloaf?
No, we're not doing that this time. There'll be vegetables with the dinner. We're having guests for dinner tonight.
Literally. And the meatloaf? Instead of the vegetables?
I don't know.
So I'm making lots of different types of food.
Oh, thank you, Billy. Did he just fart? I think he passed wind. Oh my God! He did. What is with all this farting in the kitchen? Farting in the kitchen, farting in the evening, farting at supper time. Y'all remember that pizza roll commercials? Oh, you know what? Pizza bagels, bagel bites. That's it, bagel bites. Do y'all remember bagel bites? Do they still make those? I mean, listen, they tasted so good in the 90s, and in the 80s they were really good. Back when you could have really good trans fat that would kill you when you like, you know, I mean, so what if your arteries harden up? Honey, the pizza rolls and those bagel bites were worth it. They tasted so much better. Thank you, Steve. Oh, we love you, girl. Thank you so much for that super chat, Steve. And I love you, honey, and I appreciate you giving me a little super chat. Mwah. Y'all just passing the old girl around. I feel just like Marilyn Monroe did, and JFK and his buddies would just pass her around. I'm Mr. President. And they said she didn't have a problem. I mean, come on. Listen, I like Marilyn Monroe just like the rest of everybody, okay? And she was a gorgeous woman for her time. And she was a bigger girl, and she made bigger girls look good, and she had thick hips. You know, today she would probably be, today she would look like a Kardashian. So, you know, they all look alike. I can't tell the difference. All of those sisters look alike. But back in the day, no, oh no, she's just a little bit off. She's just a little bit off. That's what they would say about her. A little bit off. I mean, listen. I'm not trying to talk. Y'all, thank you for the super chat, Mars Bars and Billy. Thank you. But I'm not trying to talk about, you know, she's gone. You know what I'm saying? She's gone. And there's nothing we could do to bring her back. But, I mean, she tried to cook in the bathtub. I mean, she wasn't bright. And I hate to say that, but it's true. She wasn't bright, okay? She would pick up a phone upside down and continue the conversation. She wasn't the brightest box, okay? A crayon in the box, honey. Not at all. Ugh, he did it again.
If you can look at this, you see I've pretty much got this mixed well.
I don't know, but why is it so dark looking now? Before it had more of a meat color, right? Cheese pizza sounds good, Billy. Okay, yeah. What are you filming, honey? I Shrunk the Kids. Is there a reason you have to get that close, honey? Back it up.
Well, I might as well put the rest of it. There's like 2 of them left there.
Yeah, we'll just put them in here. Okay. He's chopping the last 2. And you should have made these chopped smaller.
Oh, these onions.
Oh, Justin, y'all are killing me with these super chats tonight. Thank you, Justin. We love you, Debra. Keep us smiling and laughing. Well, honey, I'm glad. God bless you, honey. Mwah. Mwah. Thank you, honey.
When you're cutting your onions, cut it small like I did at the beginning. I don't know.
Yeah, no one told me what size to cut them.
I said small.
What? Okay. Well, I think we see who runs the house in this house, honey. She's so angry looking now. I think that is the Dick Tracy shirt. Yeah, I have that shirt. That's what's so weird. Veronica, honey, all the money for Deb. Honey, y'all are going to make me a billionaire tonight. Y'all know I can't. Y'all are giving me all this money. You know George Soros just paid me. I mean, I know we all got our checks on the same day, but we can't. Oh. Angela. Oh, we had to.
I said small. But
I get this.
He really does look just like James Strong.
Oh.
she's getting hot. She's angry. Angry.
Smaller.
Small. That's small.
Yeah, you
So-
want it like
so-
it's diced.
Oh, Mitty said need to add to your next info. Nexie. I mean, who doesn't love a good brand? Bada bang. Get it? Get it? No. Maybe you didn't. Watch that documentary, y'all. I need to fit. Look, I've been so stressed I haven't had time to go back and watch. I'm on the 6th episode. It is so good. It's so mind-boggling, y'all. I think I talked about it the other day, right? The man just going around kissing everybody like one does. You know, I mean, listen, if you look like George Clooney, you can kiss me all night long, okay? I don't, honey, treat me like, if you, listen, George Clooney, or Pete Davidson, if you're watching this, or wait a minute, or that Britney Spears boyfriend, if you're watching this, you can kiss me anytime. Honey, you can act like I'm a postal service stamp, and you can kiss me and just, you know what I'm saying? Treat me like a stamp, baby. You can figure it out, okay? Words Against Humanity. Oh, thank you, Sean. Thank you, Sean, for that super chat, honey. I want to show you some love. I want you to show me.
Yeah, because you're mixing it for a casserole. You've got big clumps like.
Okay, I'm seeing he's got a little party in the back. Okay. Business in the front, party in the back. Nothing wrong with that.
That's the good stuff. Make one.
I offered to show you how to do it.
I was on commercial break.
I specifically offered.
I mean, I gotta give him this. His nails are very clean. His nails are perfectly clean. I just don't like a point nail. I don't know. It's nothing about him having it. It freaks me out. I don't know what it is. I'm just scared I'm gonna get stabbed. I think in my past life, like, I don't know. I think like I was attacked by Bob. What is it? A jaguar. I was about to say a barbed wire. Yeah, Bob. What is a bob? Oh, barbed wire is like barbed wire. But no, a jaguar, I think, attacked me with something. Either that or Sylvia Brown attacked me. Could you imagine Sylvia Brown attacking somebody with those talons? Oh my God.
I've got it even on video that I offered. So.
I was on commercial.
But we're gonna work with it.
Yeah, cut. That's not even anything. Cut this one.
Oh, there's somebody out. Where's that guy that had the abs? I want to see what he looks like. So I'm guessing this is the daughter, or maybe the girlfriend. You know, and she sort of looks like, what's her name from Roseanne, doesn't she? Not Becky, Darlene. Darlene, hi, honey. Love you, honey. The burp. Burp alert. Oh, my God. I just don't understand how so many people can be in a room and people are off-gassing like that. I just can't do it. And, you know, I give Justin a lot of flack for doing it. You know, and it's nothing personal, Justin. I cannot deal with like any type of body aromas, their bodily fluids, their bodily off-gassing. I just can't do it. I mean, you know, that's one of the reasons I was going to get this job one time. It was minimum wage, working in a morgue, just doing makeup and stuff on the face. I just couldn't do it. Those bodies are so bloated. I mean, it's terrifying. You know, you're putting on the makeup, and at any time, they could pop like a piñata. And I'm talking about a pop, okay? And then I don't want, like, you know, dead body juice on me. You know, I want you to look good, you know, for your family. I do. I mean, if they could make that girl from the scene in Hereditary, that girl look good at the funeral home, you know, it's magic what those people can do. But those bodies are bloated and they're just ticking time bombs. And that's the truth. It's like when you leave, like, you know, I mean, to be honest, you leave a baked potato or something, you know, a piece of chicken in the car for a couple weeks. Okay, you know what I'm talking about? And it's just ready to pop. Or like a gallon of milk. You ever left a gallon of milk in the back of your car over a hot summer, okay? And then you're getting your car and you're about to back it up because you really need to go to work, but you took too long getting ready because you were just sitting there just hating your life. Have you been there? Because I've been there. But you're like, well, I got to go to work. And then you get in the car and you're like, well, I'll just be a few minutes late and I'll tell them there was the deer running out in the traffic, which there wasn't any deers because you live in a heavily, you know, populated area and there's just not deers. But that's what you were going to use. You got to use what you can work with. And so you get in the car and you're like, oh, what is that smell? And, you know, spoiled milk. It's something. And then you're thinking, oh my God, well, grandmother died last year. And, you know, we were on a vacation and we didn't want to go home, you know, so you ran around with grandmother, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you don't want your vacation to spoil, so grandma was in the back spoiling. But anyways, we took care of that. But come to find out, you pop your trunk and there's a gallon of milk that is 4 times the size of a normal gallon of milk because the gases, off gas, has expanded so much. And you're like, oh my God, do I call the police? Do you? Because if you touch it at any time, it's like a hot potato. It could just blow. Finally, you get it and you take care of it. But the point is, anytime it can blow. And that's the same thing. Honey, if you're watching this and you're thinking about going to school, working on the dead bodies and painting them and stuff like the Van Gogh, I mean, listen, I was creative. I'd put her nose up here with the eye. I wanted them to remember Grandma in a very special way when I would do the faces, dead bodies. You know, I'm artistic, and y'all have seen my videos, and, you know, you put the nose a little higher, the eye a little droopy. You know, it gives them a classic look, something to remember by very Lady Gaga-ish. They said, what is this? I said, it's Grandma. But, real talk. Long story short, if you're thinking about doing it, be warned, the bodies at the morgue, even though they keep them chilled, they're just ticking time bombs. So watch out. Okay, back to the program.
I have to work with it.
I'll cut these hot dogs.
We're not ready for that yet. I'm going to show you what we're going to do.
Arlene, when did you get in here, honey? Hello, honey. I just...
Okay. Now we're almost
Bring
to
it
the
back,
point where we're going to
back
put
up to
together
the
the
kitchen
wiener loaf. You want to get a whole package of wieners.
Hi, Kim, honey.
These are jumbo dogs.
Bananas. Behold.
Now, you're going to take...
Arlene, you know, I thought about you, honey, when it was coming, it's coming down. Well, we've got the other states, but I'm thinking of what he said. And I thought of you, honey. I said, this is exactly how it would, of course, it would turn out after what he said. I was saying, okay, my girl Arlene's got this one, honey.
And cut the hot dogs in half to start with.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Alana. That's much better.
Much better. See, she rewards him when he does a good job. Maybe it's a...
Okay, those scallions are now in here.
Right, I think pick up the Spaniard or something.
Okay, now it's all mixed up. Now we're gonna take...
What is in that pan? She sprayed that pan earlier. You remember that? She sprayed the pan with the Pam stuff, but why is it so thick looking? There must have been a film of that nicotine stuff already in there, and it reacted with the nicotine and made some type of...
We're gonna take and put all of it.
You don't need it right now. Come here.
Oh, Arlene, that's good. Oh, I wonder if the reason they have those people out now is because, you know, before they weren't sure if other people were working with those two crazy guys that they caught going down there to do something bad. I wonder if they actually probably got text messages or information that there probably it was more than just them.
I'm talking about this.
Inside the pan.
You have to talk.
Okay. All right, we've got it in the pan now. As you can see, this fills an entire loaf pan. All right, take your wieners now.
What? I was wondering what she was going to do with them when she cut them. I just thought she was going to mix them in. And she's trying to make this look something fancy. Oh, honey, no, ma'am. This is like, you know, this is like she's trying to put hot dogs on top of a hamburger. No, ma'am. Oh my God, if she makes this and pulls a Justin with the A51, I'm done. I am so done.
And shove them in your loaf.
Good choice of words. Shove them in your loaf. When I'm holding raw hot dogs, I like to shove them in my loaf. When I'm not scissoring with a knockoff Rosie O'Donnell.
All kinds of ways.
Oh, she's got another pair of scissors. Those are the hot dog scissors. Why even have a knife? She never uses it. Why even have that there? It's just an accident waiting to happen. I mean, listen. Come on, honey. Really? You need a knife and you don't even use it. It just sits there and you got a cutting board, but you just use it to hone stuff? Get it together.
Watch. I lost the wiener. All right, we're gonna put our wieners into our loaf.
Oh my gosh. I really hope nobody's watching this thinking, yeah, this looks really good. This ain't Christian. This is, I feel some type of way looking at this woman do this. I'm having flashbacks of that woman, my neighbor. Hello, Tremaine, honey.
Make sure.
Oh, hello, Holly. Why is she shoving it in there so forceful? Suggestive.
You get your wieners all the way down inside the pans.
I can't. Let me go, wish.com, Rosie. Let me go.
All right. You want to get those wieners down there.
This is ungodly.
Use your finger.
We have to pray. We've got to pray. There's 60 of us in this chat. We've got to pray. We've got to like the video. 44 likes. 60 of girls. Gotta like. But we've got to pray. Heavenly Father of John Benet Ramsey, we just need you to come down and send some spiritual energy into this meatloaf and have it rebuke the meaty hot dogs and get them out of the loaf because it's not Christian. It's not Christian.
Poke down into your loaves. This is something you can have kids do. Kids love to get messy.
We're moving on from that. We're moving on from that.
We're making room for the other wieners.
I mean, I'm starting to think this is like one of those Brazzer movies. Oh, y'all know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking. Listen, we're on the same page. Okay, you know what video I'm talking about. You remember that video on the Brazzers? I'm just saying. I don't know how that girl survived that. I hope they paid her well. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. I never was able to look at those gummy worms like that ever again.
In our wiener loaf.
Kim, you win chat of the night, honey. This is 2020 in a pan. 2020 in a pan. That is the...
Basically, the ground beef is holding up our wieners. It looks like our wiener loaf is full of wieners, and we've got a wiener and a half left.
Oh, Jason, thank you for that super chat, honey. Chipping in for the real takeout food. Well, thank you, honey. Mwah. I'll be sure to order me a nice Pizza Hut wiener pizza.
Oh, okay. So this needs to get down further. There we go. Now push your loaf together, the wieners. We've got a wiener left. Let me rinse my hands, and we're gonna finish it. Oh, yeah, okay. We've got a little bit of room.
Oh, that's so true. Siren says, sing it. 2020 in a pot. That's a mess. That's a mess. Got some wieners in a pot. That's a mess. That's a mess.
Okay, we can make room for the last wiener.
Veronica says maybe with all these donations you can get a Pizza Hut in your yard. I hope so. Where will she place the secret wiener?
It's just kind of like think of it as a jigsaw puzzle. You push the wiener out of the way and make room. Okay, we've got all the wieners now in here.
You know, all this crazy conspiracy, like insane stuff they're going on Twitter about, you know, like the fraudulent elections and all the ballots. I should edit this part. So I've got proof, y'all. I've got proof that there's stuff in the ballots. And then it's like a Rickroll and it just goes to the S of her. Get it in there. Get it in there.
And make sure they're well buried.
Oh, make sure they're not coming back.
Pushed in there. Okay, let me rinse it off and we're gonna put the last layer on here. Surprise ingredient.
I mean, yeah. It's you know, I mean, okay, we're going to do a little test. Look at that and like sort of squint just a little bit. It sort of looks like Bart Simpson's hair, doesn't it? Like the top of his head. Y'all see that? Am I the only one? Karen from Payroll says it looks inappropriate. Yeah, I could see that too. Brazzers present 2020 in a pot. That's some That's some Arlene, oh, I love it. This is what it looks like. Arlene says it's the Rona molecule, honey. It's the virus with its little, you know, its little pokies attached to the cell. Tremaine says he can see the Bart Simpson head. And listen to the guy moaning that's filming this. Oh, yeah, looks so good. I mean, listen to him. Yeah, feed me. It's like, feed me some more. Get away from me. I'd be scared to go near that. Like that scene in Elvira. Remember she makes that potluck, y'all, for that. Oh, my God, that guy. Wasn't that guy hot in that Elvira movie, the first one? Did y'all know there was a second? It was pretty good. But no, the first one. That hot guy comes over, and he's just a good old guy. But he's real, you know, strapping. I mean, he's a good man. I mean, he could make me fall down the stairs twice, if you know what I'm saying. Figure that one out. But, she makes him you know, she's trying to cook. She's not one to cook. She's a celebrity. And so she makes him a potluck style thing and it tries to eat him, y'all. And that's exactly what that looks like, yeah. He's singing the Jeopardy song. That's what he was singing, wasn't it? I've never looked at food and decided, think I'll hum the Jeopardy song. I think he is doing the Jeopardy. Hello, Burke, honey. Joe Oddard, hello. Nicole. This is like the guy in the basement of the Goonies. This is his food.
Last ingredient, tomato ketchup.
Okay. Is there any other type of ketchup? I mean, isn't all ketchup tomato paste? Last ingredient of the night, tomato ketchup. Okay. So ketchup. You know when the guy sends you one of them appropriate pictures and you really don't want it, and it's like a guy that you just know it ain't gonna be nothing good. You know what I'm saying? And he sends you that picture, and then you're it pops up on like your smartwatch or something, or maybe like you're not having your phone unlocked, so it's really small on your screen. So then you just unlock the phone, and then whoa, wait a minute, something. Listen, I'm not trying to be mean to you or judge you about your body. But something ain't right, and I would go to the doctor because there's bumps and stuff, and, it's something. You need a cream, honey. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. Most people do. Hey, have the Kardashian family. Or did I say that? I meant it. But, some people need creams, and they'll use creams the rest of their life, and that's okay. Listen, I use face cream on my face 3 times a day. So if I can, you know what I'm saying? So it's okay, you need cream down there. Okay, that's fine. But I'm just saying, if it's looking like macaroni in the pot, that's an STD. I'm just being honest. Woman to woman.
Okay. Last ingredient, tomato ketchup. Now we're gonna put the tomato ketchup.
Whew, I almost lost it. Oh my Lord. I'm being honest with you girls. I almost lost it. Oh my Lord. We gotta do an instant.
Last ingredient, tomato ketchup. Now we're gonna put the tomato ketchup.
Are you done, Donald? This is Melania. I think you're done, Donald. Roll over. Ah, Don, I didn't know you had it in you, honey. Oh my. Oh, Donald, yes. Oh, Mr. President. Oh my God, imagine if Marilyn Monroe, like in another universe, Marilyn Monroe didn't come onto the scene until 2016, And, Donnie was like her JFK, and she's like, ugh. I mean, I would give her every kind of award she needed. I'd give her a lot of tests too, but, and she had to do that.
Tomato ketchup.
Oh, Donnie, oh my, you're making a girl blush. Stop it. Oh my Lord. Oh, I didn't know you had it in you, Mr. President. Oh, my body. Oh, Mr. Donnie. Oh. Why is it orange looking? Oh, I don't think it's supposed to come out orange looking, Donald. No, sir. That ain't normal.
The ball.
Ew, boy, I hope I'm ready to get ketchup.
I buy the baked ketchups, and can you believe it? We actually.
She likes to be. I like to be ketchup. What is she?
I buy the baked ketchups, and can you believe it?
Mady says, is that what Mike sounds like when you squeeze him? Maybe.
We actually.
Oh, she bought the big ketchup.
Are low on ketchup.
Oh, I can't tell. I mean, it's not like you can look at it. Some things you have to describe as you're writing a book, but if you have a visual medium, you really don't have to say you're low on ketchup, because I can just. Now it looks like somebody, did a little hit and run to Bart Simpson, kinda.
I'm gonna go get a vat of ketchup.
I'm gonna go get a vat of ketchup. Okay, a vat of ketchup. Is that words that most people? I mean, I've never described ketchup, and I've never described any large quantity of any type of condiment as a vat. Justin, have you ever used? I know Justin likes his mayo, but Justin doesn't like ketchup, and I'm not a fan of ketchup either. Am I right, Siren? I'm pretty sure Justin doesn't like ketchup. I think he said that. That's not a vat of ketchup, honey. That's 24 ounces. I mean, in the ketchup business, that ain't nothing, okay? You ain't hitting on nothing with no 24 ounces.
Brand new ketchup.
She's mixing ketchup. She's mixing a low quality ketchup with a more, quality brand.
Oh, tip of hint. Never open anything, never use anything that's been previously opened.
What? Now she's worried about cross-contamination after she touched her nasty raw meat hands inside the pepper container?
Never use anything that's been previously opened.
So I can't use my legs anymore? Bada bang.
Oh, all right. Oh, now we're gonna.
Oh my God, the sounds. It's like it's dripping out of his nose. Y'all, it's dripping out of his nose. Listen to it.
Finish.
Ah. This could be like that Lady Gaga song. Hands up to the sky, rain on me. I'd rather be wet, but at least I'm alive. Oh no, I'd rather be dry, but at least I'm alive. Rain on me.
Remember what I said,
Rain on
$3.75
me.
for about an hour
Yeah, get in between the folds with the hats.
to an hour and a half.
Oh, y'all did not. It's making me sick. The sounds of his sinuses.
And check and see for doneness. I'm going to show you doneness. But
Doneness.
it's going to at least take an hour to an hour and a half. Okay.
My God, it looks like a Dexter murder scene. Oh, I wish I could say something. I got to keep it PG-13 for YouTube. But you know, I like to get a little bit. I love adult comedy, but I just pictured, you know, Dexter would always take a little sample of the blood in the show. What if Dexter decided to take a little of the manhood? Okay, this is what it would look like. I've got all the clicks. Figure that one out.
Ensure the meat is completely covered by the ketchup.
Your ground turkey, that's what you're covering. Now, bake 370.
Looks so appetizing. I mean, you know, I would take that to a church social, and I really think be the talk of the church.
5 in your preheated.
They would never talk about my divorce ever again. 'Cause that's one thing they talk about. They want to talk about my first divorce. Even to this day, they always say, "Oh, do you still keep in contact with Mama, your first husband?" I sure do, Betty. Sure do. How did your first husband work out? Is this husband doing good, Betty? Okay. Hi, honey.
Oven for an hour to an hour and a half. And I'll see you. Whew,
Sounds.
I will see you when it's done in an hour. And just
I'm telling you, I'm getting a Big Edie vibe. I'm telling you, this lady could really play another reboot of The Grey Garden.
and a half. And stay tuned. Don't go away for the unveiling of the wiener loaf.
Oh. Like how she words that. This might be a thumbnail. Hold on, I'm going to pull a Justin. Thumbnail time, girls.
Well, welcome back, dear ones.
I mean, listen. It's a good thing when your child draws you something and you put it on the refrigerator to show their works of art. But he's like in his 20s. He could do a little bit better than this little Mona Lisa over here on this thing. I'm just...
Back, dear ones. It's been an hour and a half.
Oh, she does sort of look like Mother Lydia. Under his eye. Under his eye. Under his wiener. Under his wiener. Kim, you know I got enough of that, honey. I could give him some.
And I'm gonna.
Oh my God. Oh, I've got a good joke for this. It's really, dang it. It's a bad joke, but oh my God, I wish I was in alt space for this one.
I'm gonna take a taste.
Do you remember the scene in the Freddy movie? I think it's maybe the third film. Yeah, I think it is the third film. It might be the fourth or fifth. I don't know. It's one of them, girls. But Freddy makes that pizza with all the different Freddys with the souls on them, and they're on the pizza. I mean, that's the one I'm thinking of. I don't know. Oh, honey, I just. Y'all know it was a different time back in the day. Y'all know I'm 68, and I'll never forget the time I was invited by the one. You know, I've known Nancy Reagan. I've known a lot of well-to-do people. I don't know if I should tell this. I'm telling too much, but back in the day, I was invited over Helen Keller's house for dinner, and this is this is basically what it looked like, you know, and we just all sat there and we acted like we ate it. And I wanted to say it was the best meal of my life, and I didn't know how to tell her. Literally, I didn't. But, you know, she thought it felt good. You know, she rubbed her hands on it and said it felt good. So that's all I can say.
Taste of our
She said it spelled out hello. I don't know. I don't read Braille.
yummy wiener loaf. I'm just going to take a small amount.
If your food has Braille on it, it's probably not a good meal. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Get it together.
Because I got to share it amongst other people.
I mean, listen, Helen. Oh, Heavenly Father, forgive me for saying this. But Helen, you're looking at me above, I hope. Sorry. I'm sorry I had to say it. If you are looking at me above, if you can hear me. Helen, the food spelled out help me. Okay, that's how bad it was. Okay, I ran my hand across it and it said help me. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
And so you can get an idea of it. Isn't that beautiful? And before you serve it, let it rest. Turn off in the oven and leave it in your oven about 5 to 10 minutes to let it rest. Now I'm going to take a taste of it. See, everything is done perfect. You get two things. You get your hot dogs, which get cooked
Then have your vitamin.
in there, and you get your loaf. So
Okay.
I'm going to give it a taste.
You know, have y'all ever cooked something bad and it just turned out bad and then you had to throw it away? Especially, you know, this is like a meat product. And then for my girls out there that eat the meat. And you're thinking, oh my God, I'm about to throw all this away and all these animals died for nothing. Like, I really feel bad about that. And y'all know I try to eat like a more vegetarian lifestyle. I really do. But there's just something about the meat that always has me coming back from Davidson. Ring-a-dingy.
To both with the ketchup on top.
She's gonna crack a tooth. Apparently this was her last meal request.
Delicious. Let me take a taste of the meatloaf.
Oh, no, yeah, you're good.
Listen, when she started, her nails were completely filled in with black polish. I'm not saying she might have overworked that meat and lost some nail in it, but yeah, honey, some of your nails, yeah, she's lost some polish over mixing this, y'all. I mean, real talk.
Oh, let me get another bite. I have to get another bite. And there you have it. Thank you for watching. Feel free to subscribe, and as always, the fun never ends in the world of smart. Hugs and kisses from my family to yours. Enjoy the wiener loaf. Give it a try. Bye, everybody.
Honey, she seems like a wonderful woman, a wonderful person, and, you know, there's nothing, you know, it's nothing personal. You know what I'm saying? But, honey, that food, listen, if I were you, I know we've got a lot going on in the world right now, honey, but listen to Debbie. Call the Vatican and tell them you think you might have created a demonic possession inside a loaf, and you're wondering, can it be transferred through the intestines and the lower intestines? Because, honey, something ain't right. Because you're eating this, your family's eating this, and I'm worried that it's not sanctioned by the Lord Savior Jesus Christ, because this ain't normal. You know, it really isn't. And I know you put the eggs in there, honey, but meatloaf shouldn't break up like that. It looked like an oatmeal, honey. And I'm just not with it. It's 2020. We're trying to do better, honey. No, ma'am. I've got to say that. No, ma'am. Impeccable. You finding this was a good video, honey. I mean, so good. Wait a minute. We've got, wait a minute. Now, I'm not trying to trigger nobody. This isn't that breaking news, but we've got some breaking news. Typing sound. BLT says, hey, Debra, True Lemon 4-pack sampler is on sale on Amazon for $18.99. Includes a 132 count True Lemon, 132 count True Lime, 132 count True Orange, and 132 count True Grapefruit. Oh. That's not a good deal, really, though. I mean, it's a good sample. You know what? That's a good to get your feet wet with the True Lemon. But, I was able to get like the 1,000 count for the same price for just one, of each. So it was, like what, $40 for the lemon and the lime. But that's a good, for the girls out there, y'all, if you're watching this, I love the True Lemon. I've messaged them telling them, I love your product. You want to give me a coupon? They didn't give me a coupon. They blocked me. Yes, I sent maybe 20 emails, but you know what? We'll get over it. But, what was I going to say? I forgot. My mind's like a goldfish. Oh, but yeah. So if you're wanting to try like the True Orange and True Grapefruit, and you really don't want to go too much into it. And I don't know about using that grapefruit from the powder, because I don't know about you girls, but I like to grapefruit my man. And when I do that, you really need a real grapefruit. You can't just use grapefruit from the powder. Do you get that reference? If you don't, I'm sorry. And if you do, well, you know what I'm saying, because you're probably laughing about it. But anyways, yeah, I love the True Lemon, I've got to say. But okay, so we've seen her nails. And she was missing. So let me just scroll back through here. See, look at her nails. Got the polish on them.
And then chop your scallions.
Yeah, she's got, I don't understand. I mean, it literally, her 99-cent Dollar Tree, nail polish came off in the meatloaf, honey. Lord. I don't know. I mean, I guess nail polish gives it a really good taste, right? Probably so, who knows? All right, let me see what else I got here. Let me see. Let me check the box of dishes. Check them for you. My little box of dishes. And we're gonna share food. We're gonna bake some pizzas. We're gonna like Debra's video because it's good. And we think it's really good. So we're gonna like it. And then we're gonna be like, oh my God. Oh, we've got a wonderful coming up. It's a throwback classic. The one and only,
Angela, fa presto, the people are coming. E tu, mi raccomando, help your mama and don't talk too much. This is Mario's place.
So this is back in the day, there was a thing called mail order brides. Not many people know about that. Maybe Melania, who knows. But so he purchased his mail order bride. Now, back in the day, y'all, I mean, it was a different time back in the day. They did not have the internet like we have now. So it's really hard to do, like, you couldn't just, like nowadays, when you want to order your mail order bride, you just go to wayfair.com. But back in the day, you couldn't do that, honey. And so you had to do it through like catalogs, and you'd write it down on a piece of paper, send that off. They'd send a request of payment back, cash on demand, and stuff like that. And so you'd have to pay the actual wife when she arrived. I think that's what they're going for. Thank you so much, Mitty, honey, for that super chat, honey. Thank you for the loss, Debra. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Signorina. Only these people, you don't hurry.
Bonjour. Oh, wait, they're not speaking French. That's, that Italian, maybe?
Scusate, this is Signorina Laura Lee.
Oh, no, it's not Italian. Debbie, get it together. Not Italian, Spanish, right?
Station, amici. You're just in time for lunch. With pleasure. Venite.
Bye, Debbie, honey. It was fun having you here. I hope you had a good time, hon. Don't forget to hit the like button on the way up, honey. Don't you forget.
Allora, buon appetito, Grazie. Ecco che arriva. Pollo alla caccia.
You know what? I'm in a good mood today. And I'm having, so sometimes it's hard I have the latency really down. So the chat, so I can react with you girls a lot quicker. So it's easier when, when you're having a little bit of bits to react quicker. What are they eating? Oh my God, they've got all the meats. How are they eating all this food? This is too much.
Benissimo. Questa quando la
Y'all, I've got to tell y'all something. You know when you get those breadsticks that are like that, they're always horrible. Who likes that? I mean, they look good, I guess, for the table, but ain't nobody eating that stuff. And you know when you go to a restaurant, they ain't changing that. That's probably the same breadsticks that some little kid was messing with last week that was in there, you know, was bored, was grabbing it and coughing all over it. They don't change that out.
Angela cucina. A little bit more, little bit
Oh, he's forcing her, putting some weight on her,
more. Delicious, really.
trying to fatten her up.
Lei? Sì?
Oh my God.
Compagnia della signorina deve venire qui più sovente.
A big knife.
Grazie, fate molto onore al cuoco. Grazie.
But the rice looks.
Veramente il cibo è eccellente. Angela.
Okay. Oh my Lord, they've got olives and grapes, salad. I don't know what that eat. Oh, okay. Barbara Bush. I mean, you could play as a linebacker.
Insomma, parliamo.
Got the pearls just like Barbara. No shade, I'm just being honest. Listen, if you want to play football, get her on your team. That's all I'm saying.
Bella salute. Salute. Salute, mama.
When James Charles went to, what was that, Coachella or whatever, he needed security. Who do you think he got, honey?
Mangia. What chicken? Really?
Okay, now coffee. Oh, you know what? They're not Italian or Spanish. They're Swedish, I think. I think this is Swedish.
But it was good.
But it was good. A spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. Now, I'm a lady, but can I use your toilet? I don't know why I am just changing accents on you, but may I use your toilet? Your lady squirt area, if one may.
Good? Signorina, it was eccellente. You know, a few weeks of my Angela's good cooking, and will make you as plump.
Make you Wait a minute. Hold on, I'll see if I can turn it up in the settings. I mean, it's up, but it's not that loud, and it's only coming out of the left speaker channel for some reason. Only coming out of the left speaker for some reason, but I'm going to turn it up. Hopefully it doesn't get loud. But he just said that you drank the coffee and it makes you explode. Is he saying she's about to have diarrhea?
So my Angela's good cooking, and will make you as plump as the chicken.
I've no.
My Angela's good cooking will make you explode with the chicken. Juicy.
doubt. Now then, Signora.
Now then, Signorina, you must see my rose garden.
Ah, Signor.
Come with me.
They are Swedish. I knew they were Swedish.
Vede, Signorina?
Senorita.
Queste qui sono rose.
Oh my God, I thought that was the wife. That's the wife's husband. And it looks like the wife, doesn't it? I think the actress playing the wife and the husband, like in Hairspray. You remember Hairspray, the original one, how Divine played the mother and then played the Hefty Hideaways guy? I think the playing both parts.
Garibaldine, color rosso sangue.
Oh, is that what? Oh, I'm so. Oh, I should have said it before, Kim, honey. I
And now,
apologize.
Signorina, what can I do for you?
What?
That's a weird looking rice. Sort of looks like an onion.
Oh, well,
We would like
well,
to see some of these straw handbags.
Yes.
Oh, of course. I'll show it to you.
I don't know. I'm getting a cult vibe from this. Honey, I don't think they're going to let you leave tonight, hon. You ain't getting off this island. Not alive. Why? Okay, you know, if you notice in a lot of videos, this doesn't happen now. But men were so touchy back in the day. Like, I'm walking away to another area. Do you really need to grab my elbow and guide me? Honey, I'm walking in front of you. I'm guiding you. Are you blind? Are you Helen Keller? Then get your hand off my elbow, honey. Oh, she got a rose, though. It's like the Bachelorette. Why? Are they, wait a minute, are they there so he can knock off designer purses and hats? Yeah, I'm about to fall out.
Signorina, capelli e le borsette.
Is this because listen? I thought it was a little funny when I started. It said American Fashion Department is the name of the public domain video, part 1. Is this like an anti knockoff video or something? Is he trying to sell her knockoff like Louis Vuittons, but they're like Louis Vuitton or something?
I like this.
Listen, my girls out there and my gentlemen that like a good purse, y'all know the times that you've went somewhere and they've had knockoff purses and you're with like your coworkers or your girlfriends, and then you just end up buying like, I don't know, about like 50 purses because they're so cheap. We've all been.
I love my two bambini.
Yes, it is nice. What would you think, though, if it had a little more color? Perhaps a three-dimensional design, so.
See, I think I have. Excuse me. Mm-hmm. Like this.
Perfect.
Oh, he just happened to have a design on the floor. You know, that sort of does look like that Versace lady, doesn't it? The middleman. The middleman sort of.
Oh, maybe you could put on a little more embroidery, too.
How about the hat?
No woman nowadays would be caught dead with a straw purse. I'm just being honest.
Too much with the same design. You women in the United States will love it.
Wonderful.
Yes, I think I have a perfect hat.
Donatella, exactly.
Yeah.
He's a little bit, you know, he's not as tan as Donatella.
How much would the set cost this way by the dozen?
Yeah, somebody said it earlier, Kim.
How
That's
about 1,000
insane.
dozen?
But I think but she's got to keep her sales up to keep the car or something. So basically, she's paying for it, right?
1,000 dozen.
1,000 who says that? 1,000 dozen.
And I'd want an exclusive, of course. It's for our large American department store system.
Mamma mia, of course. Exclusive. For 1,000 dozen. Why, my cost. I can cut the price in half.
Yes, I know the customers will like this.
Why? Okay, listen, she's buying 1,000 dozen. Why do you undersell yourself? Why would you tell her, oh, I can cut the cost in half? No, honey, you're selling what you're originally going to sell them for. You're in this to make money. Look at your wife, honey. Come on.
Beautiful.
You want to be able to treat your wife good, honey, and have a good life for your family. You don't say, oh, I'll give them to you half price. No, ma'am.
I can just see it.
And it's ugly.
Accessory to capri pants.
Oh, honey. This is appropriation. She's canceled.
And
You're canceled. You're canceled.
And the exclusive straw
Canceled.
handbag for a conversation piece.
Conversation piece for one. Okay, Jeffree Star. Did y'all see that new makeup? Oh, honey. Blood money. I'm sorry. Listen, I have nothing against Jeffree. Listen, he didn't pay me my money and I'm kind of bitter. But that video was, I don't know. That video was in.
Thank you, Betty Jean.
I think you're right, Joanne. It's an
Now
MLM
comes
call.
Marjorie.
Okay, Marjorie. Do you really need to be dressed like you're about to go into high school or something? Okay, no, ma'am. Back it up. Okay, because I'm scared to be in the same room with you.
Wearing our adaptation of the Balenciaga original. It's made in a luxurious monotone tweed. And it's completely reversible. The original coat cost $1,250.
What? $12?
Plus duty.
Back then? No, ma'am. I don't, honey. Bye.
Our adaptation sells for under $70. Can't tell it from the original.
70. I wouldn't pay $10 for that.
Proving again
I wouldn't use it to bury my grandmother.
that high fashion doesn't have to be high priced. Pretty
It's high ugly.
perky, isn't it?
But when can you buy those things?
Why,
I think it said 1954 impeccable.
right now. Why?
Looks like a moo-moo gone wild.
Why Alex asked that question. Let me turn off the speaker.
Listen, something ain't right with this that I'm just saying something ain't right.
It was nice of the store manager to let us use this mezzanine office for this marketing class field trip.
Mezzanine off. Why do we have to name drop, honey? Okay, they work for you. You don't have to impress them, honey.
Are there any questions so far?
Well, Professor, I didn't know before that stores like this send fashion buyers to Paris, Rome, and all those places.
Oh, yes. And they buy the originals, too. They just don't take notes on them. They take them apart.
Oh, my God, impeccable. No, man, they can keep that.
They study every line and translate them perfectly to American tastes. Of course, no single store, no matter how large, can know as much about the desires of American women as one that is located in 1,000 communities in all parts of the United States.
The Walmart. You're wearing Ellen clothes, girl.
Or Italian, or what have you. For a lot less cost to buy the same thing over there.
But about Alex's question,
On Junior?
don't you have
Oh, my God. She looks like Madonna, doesn't she?
style
She looks like Madonna back in the day in the 80s. It's creepy.
shows in
You must be my lucky star. Lamondo.
Russia, Alex?
Of course.
She really looks like Madonna there. That is so weird.
We do all the time at the Goon.
Goon.
The Goom is the biggest department store.
Before Madonna had that blimp face. Oh, I love Madonna, but why do you have to get all this filler, Madonna? Everybody wants to be Kim Kardashian's derriere, honey. Lord, leave it alone. Madonna looked good before she got all this filler. I just don't understand.
World.
I guess you're right at that, Alex. I know. I took some movies of it when I was in Moscow.
You know you got too much filler when you're putting it, when you go to put your lipstick on and you're putting it on your cheeks. I mean, come on, honey.
Strictly amateur, of course. This king-size emporium was built as a showplace for the people. Its managers
That's
had the
true,
problem of
BLT. No
trying
one
to line
knows
up
the
to sell it.
designs of American
They
women
were
more
having
than
a
ever.
style show that day.
Okay, she's got that swag.
I had to use black and white film because of the dim light inside the store.
I'm like a Stephen Klein Madonna music video. He loves to use black and white.
But I got some interesting pictures.
Listen, this is the runway. I'm guessing this is in Paris or something. In a fashion show. But why do all the people in the audience look like homeless peasants? Look how they're dressed like bag ladies. I mean, and that looks like Alan Cumming, doesn't it, in the back? The back left, it does look like Alan, doesn't it?
There are two kinds of clothes modeled. Work
Is that Chris? Oh my God.
clothes, which a woman can buy anytime, and the more fancy dresses, which are not for sale now.
What in the world? Is she selling her arms? I mean, come on, honey.
They are what the Soviet women
Soviet women.
can look forward to in maybe 5 years, if they work hard and stay.
Listen, I'm not trying to be judgmental. I'm not trying to throw any shade. But I don't think any of these women need to be choosing what other women need to be buying and wearing. Because, honey, this looks... I'm just saying. This is some... It's like a room full of Barbara Bushes. I mean, no ma'am. This ain't working, honey. No ma'am.
Achieves its industrial goals. That, no doubt, is why
Women were just different back then, I guess.
Alex asked when we could buy the gay new styles we just
Oh my God, he dropped the G-word.
saw here.
Yes, we've had to learn to go with our today needs. Sometimes I wonder. We don't have the nice
Did he just say about their gay needs?
things, but we don't have... When I look at your stores, you have everything. Acres and acres. And here
Acre.
people are buying everything. You know what it is like in my country? People come to look like a museum. The whole central part is to walk through, full of catwalks and stairways. No elevator.
And not one person's got a mask.
Merchandise is in cubicles along the sides. Selections are small, prices are high. An ordinary woman's blouse costs $300.
Prices are small. No, prices are high. Sizes are low, prices are high. Is that what he's saying? That's a good thing.
20 rubles. That's $32 in your money. Here today, I saw whole dresses for way less
Oh, I like the tree in there. That's cute.
than that. A stylish coat for just $30. And your stores make shopping so much fun. Customers like to look for what they want and buy it. I can't get over it, how in America you take for granted you can buy anything. In our stores, it is not like that. You stand in line and buy a voucher first.
A voucher?
Why is that?
Oh, the state operates the stores. The clerks don't handle any money.
Oh.
By the time you get a voucher and stand in line, the goods may be gone.
Ah, this is an anti-socialism, obviously. Yeah, capitalism, you don't get a voucher. You just don't afford it. You can't afford anything.
And no one ever knows when war will be in. Maybe next week, maybe a month.
But I wanted that Jeffrey Star palette. What do you mean? You don't have any more vouchers?
Since all clerks are paid by the state,
Did they have to really shadow his face like that? Like he's sick? I mean, come on.
they don't care whether the customer gets what he wants or not.
That's an important difference. You're right, Alex.
Nothing more than different. You're right. Capitalism. You know what? Let's capitalize our messages. And then we won't use it again. Yeah, get saved.
We Americans do take our ways for granted. How is it in your country, Miss Sue?
In all Asian countries, most people still barter. Broken.
This is borderline racist. Well, okay, I'm gonna give you 2 chickens for the Jeffree Star palette. Give it to me quick.
There is much haggling. We can take that for granted.
Oh, no.
Kashuba, when I go to buy, I know the shopkeeper will ask far more than it is worth. So I offer far less. Then we haggle. That's how we buy.
What can I say, y'all? It was just a different time back then.
You see what he means? We just
Yes, Joanne, this is Melania, her story.
don't realize how business is done in other countries, or why we can shop the simple, pleasant way that we do. Now, there's several systems of marketing, but one is strictly American. It started around 90 years ago.
What is that?
It's a mail order catalog.
We used to call it the wishing book.
The wishing.
With all the big stores, do people still buy from catalog?
They still do it
Oh my, this is so insane.
in small towns, don't they, Professor? Oh, I'm reminded of what Will Rogers used to say.
Will Rogers.
Most of us know enough. The only trouble is, half of what we know ain't so.
Real talk. Women to
Maybe the
women.
quickest way to explain is to tell you a story. It may end up surprising all of you. The Great Chicago Fire of 1871 destroyed many things. It burned up one business before the business even got started. The young
No.
owner, a former traveling salesman for dry goods, lost everything but the clothes he had on and
That's insane. I'm guessing this is real footage from.
his idea. Yet almost before the last flames flickered out, he had found a new place and was starting over. There, too, was his best friend to dissuade him.
You still going ahead with it? The idea is as good as ever. I know these farmers, George. It isn't fair because they're stuck in the mud out there. They can't buy the things city folks can. Crossroads stores can't afford to stock
What's he? Okay.
any but the most common items, and many have to charge big prices. I'm going to buy for cash and sell for cash, just a little above cost. Don't you see it, George? First, it can mean that anyone, anywhere, right in his own
Okay,
home,
this part's
can
boring.
buy anything.
I don't want a home. This is. Back out of
Mail
there.
order business, the first catalog, the first absolute guarantee. Even the customers thought Mr. Ward was crazy at first. A lot of them rushed to get in on it while it lasted.
It's lasted pretty well.
Yes, it has. And the mail order business is still growing.
Real talk.
Except most of the customers live in the city now instead of the country. But they're still buying on the same guarantee.
So that's how the guarantee got started, huh?
Yes.
That's it.
The guarantee is something else we take for granted today, even in describing products. Look here. In fact, I recommend this catalog to English classes as some of the best factual descriptive writing being done today.
A
Customer
catalog?
knows exactly what he's going to get before he buys it. And to make sure that every article
He's teaching people to read. God bless him.
was exactly what the manufacturer said it was, Mr. Ward set up his own testing laboratory, the first in merchandising.
Oh, okay.
Today, the company has quality control labs around the country to test all kinds of
That bad luck. I'd let him quality control me.
products
Hello,
and so
Alicia,
forth.
honey.
Will portable TVs really stand the gaff?
Okay, get Get it? I mean, what are you putting your TV on that's going to be rocking like that? I'm just saying. Putting it on the bed. Once Debbie starts rocking, cops start knocking.
How long will a two-way stretch and still recover?
Y'all, this is my skirt girdle. Literally, when I'm trying to put it on, it's going just like this.
How much hard usage will a Davenport and cushions really take?
Okay, they're doing that nowadays. Yeah, get 60 of those, honey, in America.
Anyway, they know how well it will do and what it's supposed to do.
And now, if it's Kim Kardashian's booty, it's a little bit wet.
Every product must live up to every claim. If its manufacturer wants to
I like those chairs they have. I do like the chairs.
do business with this retailer.
How do manufacturers like that?
They like it. It sparks enthusiasm for them to make their product better than anyone else.
Exactly, Joe Odd.
There's a fine relationship between the company and its suppliers, especially the many small
Now that to Amazon.
manufacturers. American
Now that to Walmart.
products
Oh, I remember those. Oh my God, I'm thrown back. Y'all, you can tell how old I am. Yeah, I remember having those when I was a young girl. And it was, oh my God, I'm going to have to go online and try to find some. Oh my God, I want to play those again. It was the puzzles and it was the hard block puzzle. Put them together. I miss that. I have good memory.
made by the same kind of people you've seen buying them today are the best values on earth.
Oh my Lord.
And while a company does buy
That's a pressure cooker. So you girls out there have it so made, and gentlemen, you have it made today with y'all's easy peasy pressure cookers. And I remember when the Instapot came out, I was like, oh, this is so new. It's so new. Honey, I was cooking the old school style. These kind of pressure cookers, you could blow your house up. You did it wrong. Okay, good ladies, take notes, okay? Try cooking one of these, and you're just over there, and you're just nervous the whole time, and you're shaking because you don't know if it's going to blow. Take out the whole block, honey. 1 minute you got a family, 1 minute you don't.
certain specialty items in foreign markets.
Oh, look at those lawnmowers. Now, those lawnmowers look so well made. Machined metal. You know, that wasn't breaking. That was made so much better back then.
The great bulk of their goods are made by concerns big and little, thousands of them.
Oh, y'all. When I become a billionaire, if y'all girls ever help me, I can get my Model X Tesla. I want white rimmed tires just like that. I don't know why they haven't made a comeback. They're so pretty.
All over the country.
And it's saving them money because tires, rubber's naturally white. They put they put the charcoal in it to actually make it get that look. So I mean, it should be cheaper for them to produce. I want those tires.
In fact,
I want him.
one out of every
Not that one. Not but the one with the red. The other hat guy.
8 American workers works for a company that makes or handles the merchandise that
Look at the freezer. Good.
is sold through this nationwide store system. But let's get back to the marketing system.
Drank it from an empty glass, are you? Oh, it's got a little.
One is when a manufacturer sells his product through a great many small stores or dealers. Another is when a manufacturer never could get a national market for their products.
And not so many people
Oh, look, Madonna's. Do it, Madonna. And they say she can't act.
will be able to enjoy them.
And I suppose because so many people buy them, they all can buy them for less.
You're right, of course, all of you. And it wasn't many years before this new mail order firm became the largest patron the post office department had. But life is easier for rural customers to get into town.
Real talk.
And because this company is the kind of a company it is, and because it operates in the kind of country this is, with our competitive system, as the
Competitive system. Oh, if he could only be alive now.
needs of the public changed, the company changed its way of doing business to meet them. It started opening retail stores.
Alicia says, I wonder how stupid a car would look with total white tires. I don't know, but I mean, if you had total white tires, it would, it would get dirty so quick. But I would just like a little bit of white rim tires. I think it'd be so cute in a town.
Bigger and bigger ones. And in town after town, people who had bought by mail order swarmed in to buy from the company in person.
Same here,
Often
Marshall.
more people in the town's total population.
Oh my God, nobody's got a mask.
These new stores give the company's management something else it likes. A chance for employees to become active members of each local community.
I'm keeping my baby.
Civic
So
bells.
please,
What would you say are the
Papa
chances for
white
people
wall
like that?
tires.
Well, to get a
I
job with
really
a store
want
system like
them,
this.
and if you want me to keep my baby,
First, you're at a good age.
better get me the white wall tires.
Students with most any kind of academic major find a
That big
variety of
ashtray,
opportunities.
isn't it?
The retail employee, best known to most of us, is the person behind the counter.
Oh, I'm liking that pink chiffon. It's Annie. Hey, don't cast that in here.
Back of the salesperson and the department heads are the buyers.
Oh, there's them ugly purses. Nobody wants them, Mary.
Hundreds
You see, they're still on the table. Nobody wants
of
them.
men and all experts in their lines of merchandise. They also aid design of a product. Closely with suppliers and develop new sources and new products. They are on a constant worldwide search for new and different products they think customers will like. There are the service people, such as auto experts who take care of your auto needs.
Fine.
Specialists and mechanics of
Take
all
over the healthcare
kinds, because the company
system.
services anything
Make it
itself.
really profitable.
There are the warehousing and
Yes.
construction people.
You want to buy. That's all you
The
want
real
to
estate
do.
and traffic experts,
Yes.
to mention a few.
So-
There are the retail display folks.
And I do miss that. I miss a good old window shopping. You know, that was an art. It really was back in the day.
And the sales promotion people who prepare the newspaper ads and the catalogs. There's a catalog department in every retail store.
No, it's like Amazon, but in real life.
And in small communities, a special catalog store.
Get away from that devil box, Julie. What did I tell you? He's gonna smack her.
A catalog store?
She's coming behind the counter on you, honey. You better run.
You mean people go into a store to order from a catalog?
Oh, yes. Because no
My God, she's got the whole ocean's pearls on her. Lord have mercy, honey. You think you got enough, hon?
single department store, no matter how big, can begin to stock the number and variety of items available through a catalog. In addition to the modern items, where else could a man go for, say, a carburetor or top
Oh, I didn't know what he was about to say. I was ready to close that out. I heard that hard C, and I said, oh, wait a minute.
tires for a 25-year-old Ford or
What?
Chevrolet? There he could find them.
Oh, he is kind of attractive, right? Very handsome and charming. The one on the left, not the right one. The one on the right's ugly.
He could?
Oh, yes. And you can even use the phone to buy from a catalog. I know one city alone where they sell several million
Oh my God, that's so weird. So if you get called, you actually flip through the catalog, and then when you take the order, you throw it on a treadmill. That's interesting.
dollars a year, just over the phone.
15 million a year. Oh, look at the catalog. That must be fun, and then you have to describe it. Well, ma'am, it's a really big pink chiffon girdle. It looks like it would fit me. I'm about the size of Doris Day. Yes, ma'am. I really think you'll like the texture.
I had no idea.
Well, I told you you might be surprised. Whatever white people want to buy,
Whatever white. You said whatever white people want to buy?
you might be surprised. Whatever white people want to buy.
Is that really what he's saying? What?
Whatever white people want to buy.
Am I mishearing this? Whatever white people want to buy. Okay, one more time.
Well, I told you you might be surprised. Whatever white people want to buy, that's the way to sell. And that's
Oh, whatever way people want to buy.
the war
Oh, Stephen Cobain.
said he would always sell. When we were a rural nation, the mail order business was a godsend. When people
The Don.
started leaving the farms and moving to the towns, the retail stores were at it. Now here's a new cycle. City folks are moving
Speak it
back
up,
out to the
honey.
suburbs. Great new shopping centers are springing up on the edge of towns, with acres of free parking space to serve these families of young moderns. It also made news when this great company that had been founded on the principle buy for cash and sell for cash began to let customers buy on credit. Now this was another example of changing with the times, of constantly meeting its customers on the level of their needs at the time.
I was just thinking,
Yes, Bisu.
just keeping so many stores supplied with the right number and kinds of items must be a big job.
Big? I'd say it was impossible.
Except that they have one of the fastest distribution systems in the world. They have centers in strategic
talking
parts
about
of the
Amazon.
United States. Now, not that there's anything new in this, but what is new is their electronically controlled protective inventory.
You're right, Marshall.
Take Allen Park, Michigan, a suburb of Detroit.
Okay.
This distribution center
Oh, honey, that thing's closed now.
serves
Worked so well, didn't it? Capitalism. Worked so well.
120-some stores in just this area here.
Oh, is it?
Not more than overnight away from any of them. But the heart of the setup is the electronic machine with the memory.
Oh, machine with a memory. Oh, my Lord.
It can give instant answers on the number, size, style, and color of as many as 5 million different items. Now, this is the first
Oh, my Lord. That's from the devil.
time that such an electronic machine has been used this way. And this means faster service for the
Oh, really, Marshall? That's pretty neat.
And you know, my roommate graduates this year as a systems.
His roommate. Okay, sure, Jan. Roommate. Okay.
Engineer. You might get a good job with him.
It's worth investigating. Many thousands have found
Investigate deep. Real deep.
it a good place to work. Because this company has never permitted its size to overshadow the importance of the individual.
Oh, yeah, honey. Yeah, this is early stage capitalism. Stick around, honey. Stick around.
Whether he's an employee or a customer. Every store manager's policy is to run the friendliest store in town. And if this spirit is to reach the customer, then it has to begin with the employees. They like the chance to build a career, to share in the success of a growing company.
Oh, share. Listen to what he said. Share in the success. So when the company's successful, you are. Sure, Jan. You believe in that? Worked out so well, didn't it, for those people?
Like what we call job stability, not like the periodic layoffs that are common in many industries. And you would think that among hundreds and thousands of sales every day, that the individual customer would get lost in the shuffle. Oh, here it is. The store manager showed me this letter, and I asked for permission to read it to you.
Oh, something sweet and salty. Okay, girls, let's sit back and listen to this little love letter, shall we?
You see, every so often,
Hold on, let me. Give me. Hold on. I want to make sure I get it right. There it is. All right, he wants to read us a little story, girls, from Capitalism. Shall we listen? Go ahead, big guy. Tell us all about it.
the manager will check over the sales slips to find out who hasn't been in for quite a while. Then he will write these customers a letter, telling them that they've been missed. Most of them come back in, sometimes carrying a letter with them. But this one happened to write.
Read it and whip, baby.
Mrs. Matilda Harkins. Dear sir, I haven't been in because I am now past 90, living alone and my wants are few. It's a funny thing, but your letter is almost word for word the same as I received from Mr. Ward many, many years ago. We were living in western Kansas then. I wrote Mr. Ward back and told him why we hadn't ordered lately. I told him we were expecting an arrival in the family and were saving our few pennies for that event. About 10 days later, the freight agent sent word he had a shipment for us. We told him we hadn't ordered anything.
Oh, Miss Matilda.
My husband went to the depot to straighten it out. But it was for us. A baby buggy and a complete outfit for the baby from Mr. Ward. And a letter asking us to please accept this gift. P.S. The baby was a boy.
Oh, they made a baby. They made
Yours sincerely, Matilda Hawkins.
Matilda. Oh, my
And believe me,
Matilda.
this is only one of thousands of stories of the close personal relationship between this company and many of its customers through the years.
Get it,
Doors
Matilda.
closing.
Oh, I love a day like this.
There is so much to learn about the American business.
Well, like here. Help them.
The American business. It sounded just like Melania when she says it. Oh, the American business, Donald.
One man can grow an institution that's so fabulous.
So big and yet too easy,
Oh, so big.
so personal.
That looks just like Madonna.
Yes, big enough to get a customer anything he wants.
Still small enough to
Anything. Anything.
want to. Well put. Because of one man whose idea revolutionized retailing, and all the others who are carrying forward his pioneering spirit. The institution he founded continues to grow and to expand. I can now say to each of us, to you and you,
God, and he was going to say, and God bless capitalism. Isn't it grand? All right. Well, I had so much fun with you girls tonight. I think we had a wonderful show. I think we had a lot of laughs, and I hope y'all had a wonderful time. And thank y'all again for the super chats. Let me go through them again. I just want to read out some names because I really am very appreciative. Thank you again, Veronica, Billy, Steve, Mars Bars, Billy again, Jessen, Veronica again, Sean and Jessen and Mitty. Honey, thank y'all so much for the super chats tonight. And thank y'all in the chat for coming. Thank y'all for hitting that like button. And thank y'all for hitting that subscribe button because I really appreciate it. Because when y'all like the video, it tells the algorithm, oh, look at her. Got something good going. You know what I'm saying? Woman to woman. But anyways, I had so much fun. I hope y'all have a wonderful night, and I'll see you next time. Remember, I go live every Friday. If nothing else, every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. I'm live all the time. And on Sundays, I do a podcast. Most of the time, it's at 10 p.m. Eastern. And that is adult rated. Very adult rated. But anyways, I had a wonderful time, so be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already done that. And thanks again, everybody. I really appreciate all of you girls in here, from BLT, Impeccable Marshall, Mitty, Sean, Mars, Orlean, Tremaine, and everybody else that's in here, Kim, and all of y'all. I appreciate all of y'all. So thank y'all so much. I hope y'all were able to escape all this stress. I tried not to really talk about the election, because I just wanted us to get away for 2 hours. You know, it's good that we can just all get away and just have some good old-fashioned, you know, good laughs and, you know, escape. Sometimes that's what we need to do in life, is escape. And that's okay, because it is very stressful. But anyways, I hope y'all have a wonderful night, and thank y'all again. Siren, bye, honey. And Nicole and John, thank y'all again. Oh, thank you again, Tremaine. Thank you so much for that super chat to end the night. Thank you, Tremaine, and thank you, Debra. Y'all have a wonderful, safe night, okay? And be safe. Bye, y'all.
Remember, share, like, and subscribe. Share, like, and subscribe. You're getting some money paid. You're gonna give me your smash. You're gonna default on all your debt. All your money. How? I'm poor, and I cannot get out. Give me money. Share, like, and subscribe. Share, like, and subscribe.